Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Gospel News with more update on as it take the go. Let's go straight without wasting your time. The information we have here says that Rochas Okorocha, who we thought has been missing for a very long time, has finally reappeared. I don't even know, say, Rochas Okorocha still representing Demo as a senator. All these people will be say they don't taste power, nobody wants to leave power. After this opportunity, they want to become, after becoming governor, you go back to senator. After senator, you go back to House of Reps. After House of Reps, when I will still go back to local government. When I want just taste every position of government. Una know they tire. They say the man don't question the Senate president, what they call Abi Lawan. He say how it become all these things when become so no be waiting they go use mouth they talk now wow. I go play on the video pata so that I go use on ears here and when in they ask this kind of question. He says, teach me how you won senatorial seat without participating in primaries. Rochas Okorocha mocks Ahmad Lawan. Voila for senator. This one, they suppose these people say they don't get anything to offer. Say na rubber stamp. Now they be for those government offices. They know they do anything that will benefit the public only to loot money where they go put inside their pocket. Now be that to President Tinubu signs Electricity Act 2023. And it empowers state and private companies to generate power, which is electricity. So I don't know, but the Buhari don't sign this thing before. I talk him for the previous one, as I said, I will talk him for here. Buhari signs amended, and he signed, that was on 17th March 2023, this same year. So how come Tinubu is still signing the same thing that was signed by former President Buhari? Now wait, now wow, this kind of country, I don't know. Anyways, we will go see how waiting Rochas Okorocha they talk for there where they cause problem. He said, teach me how you won senatorial seat without participating in primaries. Outgoing senator from Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, has mocked outgoing Senate President Ahmad Lawan on the circumstances surrounding his return to the Senate without duly participating in the All Progressive Congress primary elections. Okorocha, who represented the Imo West Federal Constituency, said this during the valedictory session of the 9th Senate. So I don't know say Okorocha still there for politics. So don't think when we know here from remember that days back we heard the former governor of Abia State will be Governor Rochas Okorocha, where he been they cry like 2 years old baby. See waiting this country don't do am no be small thing. I don't even know say Okorocha still there alive. I think say he don't go on exile. I don't know say he still there the country and he still a serving senator because despite all these things where they happen, so you know go see these people mouth too because this one self will be Okorocha they dodge in head because of waiting Buhari do am. They disgrace and we become pastor overnight when they want come carry him from a house when he build for Abuja. All these people now then suppose they build house for house, but as government officials, all of them don't run come out because of the thief where they thief the people money where they take develop the places. I make now then they run from pillar to post. According to the statement, they say, I did not contest for the Senate this period. I only contested for the office of the president. You are a very smart politician. How you came back to the Senate is another chapter in our political history that we need to discuss. I was there in the field with you running for president. I never knew how you were able to minder, leaving some of us. Next time, you must teach me how you do that. Okorocha told Lawan at the session. Sahara reporters had in February reported that Supreme Court affirmed Lawan as the APC senatorial candidate for Yobe North. Recall that there had been controversy over the APC Yobe North senatorial ticket between duly elected Bashir Machina and Lawan Machina at a primary election organized by the party in May 2022, won unopposed as the Senate president who was pursuing his presidential ambition at that time did not participate in the primary election, but lost to former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu. However, rather than submit the name of the elected candidate, Makina, the ruling APC, submitted the name of the Senate President to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, a move that led to the deliberate omission of their names from the published particulars of candidates last June 2022. While a day for this country, person won't conduct election, you go wrong, then you use another person's name, they sublet your own. To clarify the brewing controversy around the seat, INEC, on at least 2 different occasions, said it rejected the Senate President's name because he had not been validly nominated for the senatorial seat, and urged the duo to resolve their issues internally or seek redress in court. Following his loss of the case at Court of Appeal in November 2022, Lawan filed an appeal at the Supreme Court, which affirmed him as party's candidate. Meanwhile, in response to Okorocha's mockery, Lawan claimed that his constituents and party stakeholders had appealed on his behalf up to the Supreme Court. I didn't even appeal the judgment that did not give me the contest. The party and the stakeholders appealed on my behalf up to the Supreme Court, so there is nothing critical or remarkable. In fact, you have nothing to learn from it, Lawan said. When they see how politics they work for this country, person will be saying I be the original winner of the contest. They don't throw away am now. Like say they don't go bribe that one. Say, Oga, I beg Banji, go rest first. Make Lawan go chop another round. Rub and stamp senators. We don't get anything to offer. Mona watching doing video here when Okorocha been they ask the question. All these ones na crook now. If not, the thing say shock Okorocha. If not, he wouldn't have asked that question. Listen.
Again, we shall all stand to say Nigeria is a great country. And to those of you, our colleagues, including you, Mr. Senate President, you know you're a very smart politician. How you came back is yet another political book to discuss. Sorry? How you came back is another chapter in our political history. How I came back from where? How you return to the Senate as a senator will open another chapter of great discussion in our political book. Because I was there in the field with you running for president. I never knew how you were able to meander and return and leaving some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that. It was a treacherous journey because we had to go through the courts. I didn't even appeal.
Alright, when I don't see him, so before Okorocha can ask this man this kind of question, that means say Oba Gujuru Yanya, why you now one day for this country? Now I cause this one now, and I make it happen for him. If not, Ahmad Lawan does not even have the opportunity. He was participating in the presidential election. He was contesting as a president. At the end, later, he still became a senator. This country is wonderful. Now, Tinubu don't sign the Electricity Act 2023 into law, which means that anybody now, every state can generate their own electricity. So, if you don't have light in the country, I think you should hold your state governors accountable so that they will explain to you why you don't have light in your state. Now, barely 10 days after his inauguration, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assented to the Electricity Act 2023. The Electricity Act will replace the Electricity and Power Sector Reform of 2005. It is expected to provide a framework to guide the post-privatization phase of the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI, and encourage private sector's investment. So I think they should also sign the Seaport Act so that every state can be able to generate their own seaport if they have the ability to do. So that people who wants to generate seaport, who wants to open the seaport in their region can do that very quickly. Not this one waiting, they wait for federal government, may only them begin they do them. And also refineries too. They should do all these things so that states will have power to do all these things. With that, development will kick off in high pace in different parts of the country. But this one where they leave everything to federal, They know if you handle them. Recall that the 9th National Assembly had initially passed in July 2022. The development comes against the backdrop of Nigeria's challenging power sector. The law ensures the demonopolization of Nigeria's electricity generation, transmission, and distribution at the national level and empowers states, companies, and individuals to generate, transmit, and distribute electricity. So if you have the talent to generate electricity in your village, now is the time to do that. If you read electrical engineering, you read electricity, you read it in your university, Oyawu, Tinubu has given you the go-ahead to generate electricity in your village. At least that's a good one. So everybody now have the opportunity. Or you let the competition begin. If you know so you get the talent, your village shouldn't be lacking light anymore. Now, they say under the Act, state can issue licenses to private investors who can operate mini grids and power plants within the state. However, the Act precludes interstate and transnational electricity distribution. Now, under the Electricity Act 2023, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, will be able to regulate the electricity sector within Nigeria without prejudice to the state's power to make laws and create electricity markets within those states and to regulate those markets. The Act mandates how NERC can transmit regulatory responsibility from itself to state regulators when they are established. Until a state has passed its electricity market laws, NERC will continue to regulate electricity business exclusively carried out in those states. For now, Lagos, Edo, and Kaduna State already have electricity market laws and can start regulating their market. But for other states without such laws, NERC will regulate them. They say that this NERC will still carry out cross-border regulations. Generation and transmission across states will still be regulated by this same federal government group. The Act grants lawmakers the power to carry out oversight responsibilities and function over the NERC through its perspective committees on power in the Senate and House of Representatives. It is to be carried out notwithstanding the two supervisory powers of any government ministry or government-owned enterprises or other entities operating in the Nigerian electricity supply industry now. So this time I think it is left for the individual states, to generate and know how much light they can have. It is no longer in the corners of the federal government alone to make sure that you have light. Now you can make it possible by your own. If you know you have what it takes to generate electricity, and the federal government has been limiting you because of the, the Electricity Act of 2005, be 15. I think you now have the opportunity. Those of you who go school, you have a Sambodo for electric engineering. Oh yeah, we want to see all of you compete from different states of the country to make sure your family, even if not only your family, they generate electricity for. It is better. Electricity generation licenses are obligated to meet renewable generation obligations as may be prescribed by an NERC. Under the Act, they say electricity generating companies will be mandated to either generate power from renewable energy sources, purchase power generated from renewable energy, or procure any instrument representing renewable energy generation. The Electricity Act mandates the imposition of renewable purchase obligations on distribution or supply licenses. The Act also states that anyone may construct, for some of you when they understand anything, they say anyone, all of you will go school now, with the call una come out, we say una read the mechanical engineering, una read the electric engineering. They say the Act also states that anyone may construct, own, or operate an undertaking for generating electricity not exceeding 1 megawatt in aggregate at a site, or an undertaking for distribution of electricity with a capacity not exceeding 100 kilowatts in aggregate at a site, or such other capacity as NERC may determine from time to time without a license. So they say even if you don't get license, you can still generate light for your village. Say, as far as say the thing tandy with the generational renewable energy system, say you don't get wahala at all. So if you don't get light now for Nigeria, then say all the people will say they read this, they read that for your village, for your communities, say they don't read anything, may they go through away their certificate. And wait till I say make I tell you now, and be that one also. That's a nice one. But they say Buhari don't sign that thing before. I don't know how Tinubu can they sign own signature on top Buhari own. Don't be juju be that. I'll come back with more updates. So stay tuned on this channel for more updates. Thank you.